and put it out.
The only good human is a
Actually,
dead
I
man.
actually,
Well,
I went to where they actually filmed Planet of the Apes. It's on Mount Teide in Tenerife, right up on the volcano. Dude, it's awesome. It's like, anyway, we're getting off the subject, but it is. It's like, the moon. It's like a different planet up there.
okay.
So the
I
Patterson
didn't.
footage. So I also went through a phase where that's just a dude in a suit walking along, and it's they just filmed it, and it's a fake. But I too have revised my opinion in the last several years, and I think it's legit. I think it's um, it's authentic,
Well,
and the vast majority of Bigfoot footage that is available, I would say 99% is bullshit. Is just like misidentification or outright fakes. It's only a tiny percentage that's of the real thing.
well, they have also recordings of like a howling,
Right.
where they've actually, and these animal experts have said that's not like any animal that I've ever heard before.
Right.
And they've also seen, footprints. They've took casts of footprints, which, I guess somebody could make,
Sure.
fake footprints, but they're just
Well,
all over the place, and it's it, it's it's very weird that you could get two footprints. I would think somebody would have to do a lot of traveling where they get these casts, and the footprints are, more or less identical. Not exactly the same size, but different sizes. But the
Well,
actual,
they've actually pulled footprints, and you can actually see the dermal ridges on the
yep.
toes and the feet. You can see like in your finger, the fingerprint, or on your foot, you got the ridges. You can actually see that in the cast of the foot.
right?
Yeah.
Exactly. And the point I'd like to bring up was some of these casts are so good. If these guys are just doing it as a hoax, they're losing out on tons of money because the prosthetic foot industry, they could blow it away with
Yeah.
with the amount, like these dermal ridges, the realistic prosthetics they could be making rather than getting drunk and going out. So that's another reason why I think it's real.
Yeah.
If you can mimic that kind of track, you're going to make prosthetic limbs. And
I was traveling across Alligator Alley, which is like from the west coast to the east coast of Florida, right at the bottom. And it's a single lane one way and single lane the other, and they have this skunk ape thing, which is the smaller
Right.
version of the Sasquatch down in Florida.
Yeah.
Now, when I was going to Miami, it was daytime, and I pulled into this skunk ape museum, and I had to look around and everything. And I was thinking about this, when people have said that they'd seen the skunk ape and this, that, and the other. And I went to Miami, and I did my stuff. And when I was coming back a few days later, it was getting dark. It wasn't quite dark. I could still see, and I saw something running because it's swamp down there. I saw something running in the Everglades, but I couldn't be sure whether my mind was playing tricks on me, whether it was a skunk ape or a panther.
Yeah,
okay,
I've never seen anything. But then again, I'm living in a huge city, and there's not too much foliage around here or anything like that. But no, I've never witnessed anything personally. But I've watched a lot of documentaries, read a few books, and the evidence for something is very strong. I still think the jury is out. It could conceivably go either way as far as rock solid evidence, but I lean strongly towards there being something out there.
um, and I don't know if I can name the organization, but I've been in debates the last few days and almost kicked out um, for scientific evidence.
Right?
Right.
And am I freezing up again here?
No,
Oh, you're
just
okay.
well,
You're
if
okay.
we can hear you.
Oh,
Go ahead.
okay. So I'm not going to name the organization, but I was the organization. It doesn't promote the harming of a Sasquatch, which I believe. But I think the only way to get a Sasquatch is to actually bring one in or a part of it.
You mean like to shoot
Like,
it,
pardon?
to shoot it, right?
Yeah, this organization won't doesn't promote it, but I feel that if I brought one in, this
You would? You capture one?
um,
I
I've
wouldn't.
thought about it many
If I
times.
if I
I
saw a
don't think I could.
Sasquatch,
I
if
don't
I
think I
saw a
could.
Sasquatch or something like that, I wouldn't mention anything about it. You know, I'd mention it, but I wouldn't like say where I saw it or anything like that. Man, the U.S. government would be all over that shit, like stink on shit.
Well, what
Well,
do
maybe
what
maybe they already are. There's cases of Mount St. Helens exploding and soldiers finding very large and strange bodies, and
what
that's
what
just
do you,
speculation. But
some of the dangers though of shooting one of these things is that, I mean, if this is just like another species of great ape, right, and you blow one away, okay, then you might get into some shit because it's like endangered or something, but that's about it. But if it turns out to be closely related to humans and be sentient and thinking and intelligent and more human than animal, and you were to blow one of these things away, well, then there might be a murder charge or something placed on you.
yeah, I mean, there's moral issues and those kind of issues. Yeah, but I don't know. I think the hunter would just say, "Look, it looked like a back end of a moose, and I blew it." I mean, because that's actually the best shot when you're hunting. If you can shoot an animal in the ass, I mean, it goes right up through. I mean, you
I
just say,
couldn't.
"Hey, it was just a moose."
I couldn't do it.
Uh,
I don't like animals in cages in zoos.
uh,
You know, I think the best place to see animals is out in the wildlife. You know, just this whole idea of people wanting to domesticate things. I think it's bad enough that human beings are socially domesticated. Never mind, never mind like animals and stuff like that. I mean,
Right,
it's
yeah,
is the Bigfoot an animal?